What's up YouTube? Joel here, back with another pickup video. Today I've got a whole big variety of different stuff. I've got Famicom games, Mega Drive games, Super Famicom, Game Boy, and then even some NES games and a really rare NES game to add to the collection too. So here we go. First I'll just show you these quick. This was a lot of Mega Drive games that I picked up. Some pretty cool ones. We've got Aladdin, and then we've got Monster Lair, Tatsujin, cool shoot 'em up. Really want to play this, but I only have a US Genesis right now, so I need to get like maybe a Game Genie or something that'll allow me to play these imports. Then we've got Wonder Boy 3. Philios. This is a great shoot 'em up. I've got the US version of it. It's really cool. Then also Darius 2. I'm a huge fan of Darius, so this is cool to have also. And then some Famicom stuff. These are awesome. This is the Konami Hyper Shot controller set. This set has the Hyper Olympic game bundled with the controllers. Then I've also got Hyper Sports separately, and then there's also a version that had just the controllers in the box. That's the Hyper Shot controller set without the game. So I've got the two variants of the controller sets, and then I've got Hyper Sports also. Had tons of fun playing Hyper Sports. I really like the skeet shooting part. It's based on rhythm and timing, and you have to hit the buttons. It's a lot better than on track and field because you've got a dedicated controller now that's got two big buttons on it. So you don't have to worry about the feel of the buttons. You've just got two big buttons, and you can focus more on the gameplay. And I think it's a lot easier to play and more fun too. So I'm super excited to have these. I'm really enjoying them. Definitely recommend those as an excellent accessory to pick up for the Famicom if you have one. Then I've got Metal Max for the Famicom, kind of an interesting RPG. Wish I could play this. There's a bit too much Japanese in it, and no one's translated it yet. So maybe someday someone will translate this, and I'll be able to play it. And then some more Famicom games. I've got Jumping Kid, kind of an action platformer game. That seemed pretty cool. Got Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, kind of a rare game in Japan. And then I've got Batman by Sunsoft with the fold-out poster instruction manual. This is actually an upgrade to one that I have, so this one's in a lot better condition, so I'll be swapping those out. Then I've got Solomon's Key 2, which is also known as Fire and Ice in the US. So I already have Fire and Ice, but I thought it'd be cool to also get the Famicom equivalent of it too. So this one's also kind of a rare one too, but not as expensive as Fire and Ice in the US. And then just kind of a random puzzle game. Haven't tried this one yet, but it's called Wits. So maybe I'll give that a shot. Oh, and let's see, one more Famicom game here. This one is really cool. It's called Mini Putt. I think there was a unreleased prototype found of this with the English title screen. I don't know if it's been dumped, but you can play this. It's 100% in English. It's a miniature golf game. And it's actually really well done, and it's fun to play. So definitely pick this one up to and add it to your Famicom collection. And then on to Super Famicom. This is Battle Tetris Gaiden. This is supposed to be the definitive multiplayer Tetris game. Apparently it builds off of where the previous multiplayer Tetris games came from, and has a battle mode, two-player versus battle mode. That seems pretty cool. So looking forward to trying this one out too. And then a couple of Game Boy games. I've got Ghostbusters 2. This was also released as New Ghostbusters 2 in the PAL region and in Japan for the Famicom. So this is the Game Boy port of that version. So this is actually one of the few good Ghostbusters games to check out. And then also Balloon Kid. An excellent version of Balloon Fight, but with some extra things added in, so looking forward to playing this one too. And then this is one that Poop Ninja mentioned, and it looked really cool, and I saw some gameplay, so I picked it up. This is Ernest Evans. Picked this up locally for $4. And then just a random Wii game thrown in here, Fragile Dreams. Also thought this was a cool game. Kind of interesting, moody kind of atmosphere. And there's ghosts and stuff, and you need to use a flashlight and search around and stuff like that. So it looked pretty cool, so I figured I'd pick that up. Kind of the end of the life cycle for the Wii. So I think I only paid about $20 for this, and it's brand new. And then finally, now to the NES games. So I'll show you what I've got here. First of all, got Tiny Toon Adventures 2, Bri Fighter, Danny Sullivan's Indie Heat. I had the hardest time finding a good price on this game when I was looking. It seemed nobody had one, or they were overcharging for this, so glad to get this one. And Taboo. And then Stanley Search for Dr. Livingston. And then I also have the box for it also, so that's kind of nice. And then on to the other stack here, Wizards and Warriors 3. And this one, I was really glad to find one that had a top label that wasn't torn to shreds, and you could actually read it. And then an Atlas game, Golf Grand Slam. I'm wondering if this is any good. So if you guys have played this, let me know. And then another one that's a little bit hard to find, Jungle Book. Probably uncommon or very uncommon. So glad to get that one. Then I've got The Untouchables. And then Bad News Baseball. And then a few other ones here. I've got Castle of Dragon in the case here, and with the instruction manual. Wasn't even expecting to get the case with it, and I only paid a few dollars. And it showed up, and I was like, oh, cool, a case. So that was nice. And then also got Mappyland, also with the instructions. And a couple of box games. Got Side Pocket Pool. So it's cool to get that one. For some reason, Side Pocket can sometimes be hard to find. It's a little bit uncommon. And also got Clash Ball in the box too. And then for the last rare game that I got, these are pretty cool too. These are the two variants that I know of for the Nintendo Cleaning Kit. And they are complete in the box and good shape. If you have a Nintendo with the original pin connector and it works kind of decent, you might want to try just cleaning the contacts with this for your system, and then making sure your games are super clean, and you might be able to get your system working really well. So these are a good thing to have. And then last of all, finally the rare game. Had to hunt this one down and try and find one at a good price. Again, a lot of people way overcharging this game on eBay, so don't go crazy and pay too much for this one. But it's Wayne's World. So not any kind of good quality game or anything like that, but it's one that's hard to find, and I need it for the collection, so I'm really excited to have this and to finally be another rare game closer to having a complete collection. So that's all I've got for this episode. I'll be back again soon with more episodes, so thanks for watching. Please comment and thumbs up the video, and I appreciate you watching. See you next time. Bye.